Getting bonked by a double. You want another pick. Interested what Castle's going in here as a really good counter pick. I like this cover, but it's not. There's the Jax.
And there's the Jax. Yeah, going to be top lane Jax, jungle Sylas. I mean, I'm excited to see jungle Sylas with the buff still
spotted by the ward, who he was at least, and now he and XU are going to have to be a little cautious about this. Remember that in the previous game, they invaded the jungle early as a 3-man unit, and they're going to do it again here in game number 4, but who he's down to 200 HP. XU half dead here as well, but Rahel's coming in to help out the rest of the squad. C9 defending well as XU's in a lot of danger. He wants to go back in for the abscond abduct, but it's Rahel getting the first kill. Nicely done with the Lucian guns as now the counter engage coming out yet again. Who he jumps back into the front line. He finally falls, but he takes Vulcan with him. Now XU again looking for that abscond abduct, but does not connect it. Darkwing's trying to find some more damage here onto Loki, but nicely piloted by
from DSG on that bot side. Instead, they'll just grab the grubs for themselves, which I actually really prioritize grubs in a matchup like you have in top lane.
Yeah. Oof. Rahel, though, stuck inside the cage. Thanatos is just going to beat him down easily. Nice pick up there for C9, and it secures Feet of Warfare.
And we were previously talking about how
double tap by accident. XU is up here, though. And Thanatos, you know, they have a potential 2v2, but again, this is York without an ult.
Okay, Castle jumps in, immediately goes for the counter-strike, and now the stolen Xinjiao ulti from XU as he wants to work his way into the fray. Castle is low, but Thanatos is lower. XU taking a ton of burst back now as they jump back in for the kill onto Thanatos. XU gets away from Blabber, and it's a clean 2-0 for the side.
So what makes the difference, right? And going forward, this sets Castle up in a great spot to get more turret plates, more damage on the top side as we see bot lane fighting.
Big fight as Sven's already in a lot of danger and XU's going to make it lethal. Vulcan barely survives the culling there with the unbreakable will at the far end of the fight. Blabber's just trying to maintain control over his own jungle, but Disguised are not done yet. Huhi marks Blabber with the concussive blows. And
I'm
now
going to be looking to see if he's able to get that lockdown onto priority targets, what ultimates he's going to have to steal. Loki headed up here.
Yeah, this could be some serious danger for Castle. He sidesteps the Spiraling Despair. He gets another Leap Strike cooldown ready to go, yep. But the shovel buries him. Loki and Thanatos working together to pick up a much-needed kill there onto Castle.
Good roam from Loki, getting up towards that top side. Huhi being pretty annoying here, as Sven knows he is weak-sided, so we'll have to just back it up, and they will likely drop this first tower down to that bottom side. So that will prevent C9 from grabbing feats right now. Of course, they're still going to have that opportunity as they do have the Feat of Warfare. First tower feat does go to DSG. And we are looking at 4 minutes until this next dragon, where potentially that could be decided. But of course, Herald is going to be coming up here pretty shortly as well. And that is on the table.
Yeah, and right now C9 do have control over this top side.
No, so Disguised contemplating whether or not this is a fight they want to take. They don't have everybody over here. Castle could join with a teleport if they want, and it looks like that is the call. Disguised is ready to fight for this, but the Maiden is out and ready to go. Huhi here with the unbreakable, as now Thanatos has to try to get back the catch, potentially onto Blabber. They need a little bit more damage, and Castle finds it. Disguised, kill off the enemy jungler. Cloud9, their best laid plan goes awry. They had the setup. They were there as soon as it spawned, and they just gifted away to Disguised.
And DSG just insta-summoned the Herald, so they're going to go mid lane with this. We'll see if he can get the crash in. That tower might even die before the Herald crashes. He's going to try to go straight for the tier 2. Great timing.
Oh, nicely timed there by Disguise, but XU's got to get back out now. He is exhausted. He is low. Has to flash to get back away from that one. But I love that coordination there. That looked really cool.
And look at top lane. Castle's going to be able to knock Signitas. They won a grand total of 0 series between Split 1 and Split 2. So for that to be the team that eliminates you,
whoa, Thanatos just about to get picked here. Tons of damage from Rahel, Huhi, and Darkwings. XU is not even required. He just stopped by to steal Alistair's ultimate again. They're going to get the free kill on the enemy top laner. They'll pick up the tier 2 after. This is a
essentially the mistake from Thanatos earlier. But if they're not able to set up this Yorick in a side lane, it really destabilizes this entire composition, right?
Right back to the Otacon pit. Thanatos will be able to teleport in and join this. Castle going to do the same now. Vulcan keeping an eye on the Otacon, who he throws out the Glacial Fissure, but he gets no real results from it. Vulcan trying to come up here and make a little bit of distance. C9 ready to collapse here on the Otacon. It's down to 2,000 HP. Blabber goes in and he steals it away. DSG still trying to fight back as Thanatos falls. C9 are scrambling. They may have got the objective, but what about the fight? Castle, XU still hunting down the bottom lane of Cloud9. XU needs a little bit more distance though. Can he use that last little bit of no? the Cloud Soul terrain is not going to help him. So it's 2 kills for Disguise, but losing the Otacon was a pretty big deal.
Blabber with a big steal. That one, I'm going to put squarely the blame on Rahel. I feel like Rahel stopped hitting the Otacon, who he did such a good job of keeping Blabber away for so long, and then Rahel just starts popping the culling on the enemy.
6,500 gold lead. They're up 2 Drakes to 1, so not a crazy advantage there, but everything else is still going their way. Darkwing's in some serious danger, though, as Thanatos putting the pressure on him, but can't do enough to seal the deal before Huhi gets in there and provides the escape for his mid laner. They want to try to kill off Thanatos, and now that XU's arrived, I would think they shouldn't have too much difficulty with it. XU will just lead the charge himself. Darkwing stays at a safe range.
Thought they might have had a way in off of that play. I mean, Thanatos nearly takes down Darkwings, but there's just too many DSG members in the area.
On this Jax, and I mean, it's just a really good Baron setup to kind of force C9 into them.
And now Vulcan gonna get engaged on here by XU, who immediately pops his stolen Alistar ultimate.
Dead.
Vulcan down very low, and he's taken out before anything else can even happen. C9 scrambling to avoid further losses, but their base is already collapsing. Castle has forced his way past that tier 3 turret. Thanatos can do nothing to the strength of this Jax. The inhibitor is down in the bottom lane. Blabber and Vulcan are dead up in the top side. DSG is gonna get the Baron for free, and they only need 2 men to do it, so Rahel and Huhi are going to take out the tier 3 and mid at the same time, and they're looking for a second in-hit before C9 can finally get enough manpower together to push them back.
I mean, this is just crazy. This
They're
is
taking
DSG
everything.
with they're going to be 11,000 gold up after they take this Baron. You turn the nameplates off, people would not believe that this was DSG that was stomping Cloud9 like this. I mean, it's a great engage onto Vulcan.
The game
You laughed when I showed you the
All
stats.
right, all right.
You laughed when I showed you the stats.
You can update it. If we go to a game 5, it's still a pretty specious stat. The big thing to me is, though, Disguise have been playing the map really, really well. Again, like, I loved all of the plays that XU was able to get done early with his lanes. I loved going into that Baron setup. They essentially had to force C9's hand, right? Because otherwise, this Jax is just going to take stuff, and now they're pushing potentially for a win.
Yeah, DSG's ready to end the game right here. Objective bounty claimed in the bottom lane there by Thanatos, but he's got to get back home. All 3 inhibitors are now down. DSG empowered with the Baron for the next 90 seconds. Cloud9 knows one more fight they lose is the last fight of this game 4. XU again stealing away the Alistar ultimate. Blabber's about to die. He's down to 20% HP, has to defensively all, otherwise Castle would have guaranteed killed him. Redemption summoned up to keep DSG healthy. The Nexus turrets are already gone. DSG's gonna get another kill on Vulcan before they're done. They wanna make it personal. They want a game 5, and we're going to Silver Scrapes.
And this